Hello, my secretive, seductive Scorpios. Welcome, welcome. It is Sachi the Scorpio, and I am here to deliver your twin flame bonus for July through August. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And thank you so much for all of your likes and support. You guys were number 2, so you get this twin flame bonus. And just a reminder that the top 3 videos that get the most likes, for the guided healing, we'll get a twin flame bonus. So let's just hop right into it, Scorpios. We have wind activation in reverse. I was getting that some twins are not actually activated yet. It's what I call twin flame activation, is when you are united, working towards your soul mission and aware and awake of that. So there could be a lack of activation here. But with wind is like air, right? So it has to do with communication. So I feel like there is also some energy of not communicating at the moment, especially because iceberg submerged came out. So I feel like a lot is below the surface. A lot hasn't really come out. And this is, you know, an iceberg is like a Scorpio, right? Number 1, immovable force. Number 2, you run into it, you know, you're gonna drown sometimes, right? I mean that metaphorically, of course. So yeah, with the submerged, right, the thing about the iceberg is more is below the surface than you can see, right? And that is very much like a Scorpio. You know, we don't really like to open up that often, but there's, you know, so much heaviness below. Also, any sort of emotional blockages I take as ice. So I feel like this is causing some emotional blockages, right? I mean, ice is fixed water, right? What is fixed water? When it's in fixed position in a crystalline form, and that is Scorpio. Scorpio's fixed water. So feels like you're in your element. There definitely is some emotional blockages though. We had the Queen of Swords. So this is telling me that the Divine Feminine is sitting in their throne when it comes to communication. The Queen of Swords can be she's very straightforward, right? There's a very straightforward energy. She tells the truth. It can, even if it's very cutting, right, just straight into the point, but can also be very stubborn when it comes to their communication. There's some Taurus energy here, even though, you know, the Queen of Swords, it would be an air sign energy, right? Air energy. But definitely, I like when she came out, it felt more like a silence, to be honest. It was like, yep, I'm going to sit here. And that's that. Like, she has sort of a coy smile on her face. So I definitely feel like in control of communication and in control of the narrative. Okay. And then we also had the Tower in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So when these came out together, it felt like there was a Tower moment that is being avoided in some sort of way. And I was getting, because there's not love in it. So, it just feels like there's an inability to sort of give the emotions necessary. Ooh, do you hear that thunder? Wow. I hope you guys can hear that. It's still going. It's still going. That was one of the longest thunders that I've ever heard. That was crazy. Yeah, definitely. There's a storm brewing, right? But it's like the lightning hasn't struck, and I do feel like it's sort of this avoiding that lightning strike, because yeah, just what happened, the thunder is just going so long. It was such a low rumble, and again, I feel like it's because the water, it's stuck. You can't access the Ace of Cups, which is like, you know, unconditional love, or like love in general. It's like you can't access the love, so you're not striking the lightning. On the one hand, you know, Scorpio, the Tower is your card, right, when it comes to Mars energy, right? The Death card is you and Pluto, but Tower is you with Mars. So because it's in reverse, I feel like you really are not being impulsive either, because we also had the Queen of Cups, or I'm sorry, the Queen of Wands come out. So again, there's a lot of Divine Feminine energy here. There could be somebody else, like another feminine energy, but this just could be you really controlling your own Kundalini. And that's really what I was feeling, is that the Divine Feminine is like very much in control of the way things are manifesting based on how things are being communicated and narrated. We have Weep and Bell using Razor Leaf though, so this is telling me that there has been some cut, some heartbreak in the chakra, or in the heart chakra. There has been some heartbreak. And then with Larion using Knock Away, this is Steel type, so I feel like there's definitely an energy of it feels like your love was stolen from you and now you're blocking it out and trying to knock that heartbreak away instead of feeling it. And I felt like that's sort of like the Tower moment where you can't really access the love right now. So it's like, I'm not even gonna knock that tower down because ... let's find out. But yeah, also Scorpio, when I was tapping into your energy, like my stomach got super upset and it just felt like there was something that I couldn't stomach and that I needed to get it out of me. Like it was a very uncomfortable feeling. So anyway, Scorpio, likely those were emotional blockages. Let's see. We're going to look into what is going on with the Divine Feminine. Then we're going to look into what is going on with the Divine Masculine. And then we're going to look at what is going on in the connective. And then in the extended, we will look at what the Divine Feminine can do to manifest twin flame union, how the masculine will physically or energetically respond, and then of course some advice on how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline. So let's see what is going on with the Divine Feminine. We have waterfall, effortless, in reverse. It's so funny. I was just about to talk about Cancer because leaf slice, Weep and Bell using leaf slice, which Weep and Bell, right, is all about crying too. So I definitely feel that. But, you know, with leaf slice, that actually came out in Cancer's reading, and Cancer was #1 this month. So they also have a twin flame bonus. I also read Cancer as the Divine Feminine Collective. So if you're a Divine Feminine, you might want to check that out too. But you know, because twins tend to be in groups, right? So, yeah, usually twin flames, it's twin flame collective type energy. But it's funny because Cancer got this exact sort of place when it comes to the Divine Feminine. Although they were upright, they wanted things to be effortless. For you, things are not effortless. It's like you're going against gravity here, and it has to do with the emotional world, the way that water is falling. And again, I really feel like, right, it's an iceberg. It's stuck instead of allowing to flow. So I really feel like you're blocking a lot of emotions right now. All right, let's see. Yeah, Queen of Cups in reverse and Chariot in reverse. Yeah, so there are emotions that you can't get away from, but you are trying, though. With Queen of Cups in reverse, again, it's like, you know, now we see the Divine Feminine in reverse, right? You're doing great when it comes to your Kundalini. You're doing great when it comes to communication. Emotional regulation, not so much, Scorpio. And it just feels like because you're doing so much, but it's like you can't move on from this. I heard yet. What's the light energy? What's going on with the feminine? We have Dino using roar. So anytime there is a twin flame or dragon type, I take it as twin flame energy. Dragon is twin flame energy for me. So with Dino using roar, like, I just feel like it's like this communication. There's like a roar inside of you. I feel like you have some sort of roar that wants to come out. What's behind it? Hat rim using brutal swing. Yeah, and this, because I was feeling this roar, and it's funny because we're about to step into Leo season, right? But we have Venus and Mars, and I feel like there was something around Venus and Mars conjunction in Leo. It was like you let out this giant roar, and it like psychically sort of like caused this like woo sort of thing. Like I was just seeing like an echo wave that was like going out miles, you know, in movies when they get like bird eye view, and like that's what I was seeing. So yeah, definitely some whew. It says lacking sight, it's unaware of its surroundings, so it bumps into things and eats anything that moves. So again, you know, I was talking about the twin flame activation sort of thing in the beginning, and you know, it's talking about, you know, lacking sight and bumping into things. So you know, someone may have not been activated or awakened, right? They didn't have sight, which as you can see, it covers their eyes. But I usually take that more as not being able to see with your third eye, right? Not having that fully activated. And, you know, bumping into things, right? And, you know, when you're bumping into things, you know, you're going to get hurt and things like that. And I feel like this also is influencing your eating patterns because it's talking about eating anything that moves. We have hat rim using brutal swing. Again, I do feel like whatever this was, it was pretty brutal when it came to how the psychic, it's like your mental space really took a hard hit here. And it's because you didn't see before. There was something you didn't see. It says, no matter who you are, if you bring strong emotions near this Pokemon, it will silence you violently. Yeah, seriously. Exactly what I said. So there was some sort of roar about how you weren't awake to something or weren't activated in some sort of way. And now these strong emotions are around and they're being silenced. You're refusing to... Yeah, like, I'm, like, I just went, my throat chakra, so it's like becoming emotionally mute almost. Let's see, what's the shadow? We have Tail Whip in reverse and Marowak using Bodyguard. Yeah, so Tail Whip in reverse is telling me that you're trying not to get hurt from your past. So this isn't necessarily a bad thing that you seem to be shutting your emotions down, to an extent, right? I mean, there's different things that happen when you don't feel your feelings, but it looks like this is more about things of the past rather than, you know, but I mean, I understand. So anyway, with the tail whip in reverse, you know, anytime there's tail, it's stuff from the past. So refusing to be, you know, whipped by the past. And, you know, Bodyguard, you're really fighting against this. This is a fighting type, and making sure that you are guarded against this stuff. It's like these emotions might be too much for you to handle, so it's like, no, they cannot, you know, I'm not going to go down there is what I heard. Like I'm not letting my waters go down. I'm just going to stay right here, like in the shallow end. It says, the way it brushes away grime with its tail can be helpful when cleaning, but its focus on spotlessness can make cleaning more of a hassle. So yeah, I feel like, you know, there's something to be said about avoiding this, right? And sometimes it's good for a certain amount of time, but if there is this very nitpicky energy of, you know, it's like you avoid something, but sometimes you avoid it so much that it actually becomes more of a hassle because you're avoiding it, right? It's like things that you know you have to do and you put off, and it's like, oh, it's actually just takes me 10 minutes, but, you know, I just keep putting it off, and then it becomes like more of a stress sort of situation. I'm getting that's sort of what is happening here, because the less that you're going against the gravity of your water, it's building up, right? So yeah, we have, you know, Bodyguard, you're really trying to protect yourself here. Oh, Scorpio, I know, when you want to protect yourself, there's definitely a good reason. And, you know, okay, let's see. It says, the bone it holds is its key weapon. It throws the bone skillfully like a boomerang and KOs target. It's so funny because I'm actually wearing my bone earrings today. I'll only put one on screen, but, it's so funny because, like, I became hyper aware of that today right before your reading, and I saw this thing about Scorpio. I think it was on CoStar or something. Or no, sorry, it was not on CoStar. Sanctuary World. That there was like a basket. It was like, what was a Scorpio bring to the beach? And it was like there was some other things, and it was like bones. And I'm just like, that is seriously so on point. Like, I work with a lot of bones personally. But anyway, I feel like, you know, with this bone, it's like you can KO targets. And when you KO targets, it means you knock them out just in one swipe, right? And so I feel like you have that ability. It's like, oh my gosh, like, I could literally knock someone the F out. Ow, my ear all of a sudden is just like on fire. The right one. Okay, so I'm about to take this bone off. Hiya! Like, seriously, I feel like it's your stinger. Your stinger is fully freaking loaded. Feminines. Wow. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, that hurt so bad. My right ear was just like hurting so bad. And the right is the masculine, right? Like, I literally can't even wear that earring right now. I had to take it off because, like, my ear just started like, whoo. Man, I'm having a lot of physical reactions to your energy, Scorpio. Pay attention to what your body tells you. All right, anyway, let's move to the masculine. What's going on with the masculine? Okay, and yeah, so I feel like the masculine hears this. So summer solstice radiance, wind activation, new moon promise. Yeah. So they're just trying to look on the bright side of things is what I'm getting. I feel like trying to enjoy summer, right? Summer solstice radiance. This is, you know, we're about to enter Leo season. Leo is the sun. It is like the hottest time of the year and things like that. So I feel like the masculine is very much trying to focus on that. Again, wind activation in reverse. I feel like the masculine hasn't been fully activated yet. In the twin flame journey. With the new moon, with promise in reverse, like, I feel like there also was a lack of a new beginning, a lack of, you know, new emotions coming in. It's like, I feel like the masculine feels like the feminine didn't promise that they'd be back, or, you know, that there will be new emotion or new love here. But again, I'm really feeling like the masculine is trying to focus on the brighter side of things, like trying to enjoy their summer. But yeah, I also feel like the masculine is the one that is also not communicating, right? We saw the Queen of Swords was sitting pretty, even if she's keeping her mouth shut, but it looks like the masculine didn't really say anything about activation or the promise of new love. Death in reverse and the Knight of Wands. So honestly, I'm getting that they're still sort of in the Knight of Wands phase that hasn't ended. This is, you know, being very come and go type with their Kundalini, being very, so yeah, tell me more about the Knight of Wands. I feel like they, it might be possible that they can't travel. Yeah, Six of Swords. In reverse, they're not able to walk away from this either. They're definitely not, this has not died and been reborn to them. Like, they don't see another cycle in some sort of way, but they're really just trying to focus on the positive. With the Knight of Wands, again, there could be a lot of lustful sort of energy. But with the Six of Pentacles, yeah, they have not been able to take this conversation elsewhere. Wait, tell me more about the Six of Swords. There's two groups that I'm feeling, honestly. So I'm getting conflicting messages, which is why I want to ask more and more. But let me just split it up into two groups. That would be better. So, yeah. So some are, how do I want to put this? Some are not interested in opening a Pandora's box with you anytime soon, possibly even never. It's like they are not interested in walking away in order to come back, right? There's a difference between actually leaving and like walking away to come back, and some of them have like left a situation. But yeah, I feel like there's something for them, like time is up, but they haven't finish the cycle. I feel like it's going to happen between the full moon and the new moon. Something's going on. Definitely in Leo season. It's, you know, their energy has been very come and go with the Kundalini, but I feel like they're not quite out. Tell me more about this. What's the light energy? Interesting. Yeah, I like couldn't find the words for it. And it's funny because this card has the words ripped off it. So it's hard, you know, you can't really tell what's there. But, you know, I actually know that's stun spore. So yeah, I feel like that's what the masculine is doing. There wasn't communication, and it's like there's like a big blank and they're filling in what they know. That's what it feels like. With Oddish using stun spore, I feel like their heart chakra is rather stunned. They feel like this is some sort of odd situation. It says, during the day, it keeps its face buried in the ground. At night, it wanders around sowing seeds. Yeah, I was going to say that, you know, like I said, the Knight of Wands in reverse, with the Death in reverse, they are not out of their knighthood. And when I was talking about the lustful, running around at night sowing their seeds. Just saying, okay? So yeah, the masculine's still sort of in that energy. You know, during the day, it keeps its face buried to the ground. It's like keeping your nose to the grind, right? Like really grinding and doing whatever really hard at work. And then at night, just sowing their seeds. Very Knight of Wands in reverse energy here. Not really moving forward. Again, like they're not allowing death to be rebirthed. Woo! And Lick-a-Tongue Supersonic. Yeah. Yeah. Sowing seeds, and now we have Lick-a-Tongue. The masculine is still in that energy. It says its tongue can be extended like a chameleon's. It leaves a stinging sensation when it licks enemies. Yeah, so I feel like the masculine's also learning, like, okay, if my tongue hurts after this, then that's not good. You know what I mean? I feel like they're not really looking for love either at the moment. Let's see, what's the shadow? Coming out stuck. We have Trainer, Potion, and Chubchu using Chop. So with Trainer using Potion, honestly, I was getting that they have someone giving them some sort of substance that they think is going to help heal them for something. With Trainer, because Trainer always indicates the other person. It's possible that the Divine Feminine is sending like medicine through the shadow, but I mean, honestly, right now the Divine Feminine is just filled with poison. So, yeah, and with Trainer, Potion coming out stuck, it feels like someone else in their energy, yeah, that's giving them something. With Chubchu using Chop and Icicle, yeah, I feel like it's to sort of thaw out these emotional blockages. So I feel like on the masculine end, again, it's like they're not really activated or aware. So, you know, they're taking stuff to deal with their ice, right? Which is their blocked emotions. But it feels like an external substance, some sort of potion that they're using. It says, when this Pokemon is in good health, its snot becomes thicker and stickier. It will smear its snot on anyone that it doesn't like. Yeah, I mean, it's talking about the tongue, the nose, right? I feel like the masculine got sick from some sort of lustful escapade, we will say. And they got sick, but they're getting some sort of potion in order to help them. But I'm also getting that they might be taking substances to avoid their emotions. Wow. Feminines, I gotta say, the masculine's kind of going through some basic stuff compared to you. Keep your humor, Scorpio. Alright, let's see what's in the connective. Coming out stuck. Desert, Vision Quest, and DNA Karma in reverse. Yeah. So with Vision Quest coming out stuck and Bodyguard, I feel like you know, both this guarding that the feminine is doing right now and protecting their energy, it is causing both of you to be stuck sort of on your own in your own Vision Quest. You know, I mean, the masculine is like, okay, work and then play, I guess. Work hard, play hard sort of energy. And the feminine is like guarded AF, feeling so many overwhelming emotions, but just sort of like, you know, taking their aim possibly. And yeah, like in the connective, you're both just stuck on a Vision Quest, and a Vision Quest is when you're on your own, right? And I will also say it's when you know, go with very little water, right? You go with very little water, and what happens? You hallucinate, and that's when you talk directly to spirit, right? That's what Vision Quests are for, in order to channel and things like that. So I feel like both are definitely avoiding their waters, but in very, very different ways. And with DNA Karma in reverse, I feel like this is karmic energy that has yet to be released from your genetic code. This is something that's playing on repeat. And I'm getting that, like, I mean, activation, right, on the masculine end, and masculine energy is our 3D reality, right? That is masculine. The feminine is what we cannot see, what we cannot comprehend. So, you know, the way to become activated is often through activation of genes, right? That's what activation is. Activation, deactivation. Your genome, your highest vibrational genome will get you to your highest vibrational timeline. So, yeah, there's some karma stuck here between you guys. Let's see. What else is in the connective? Three of Cups. So it looks like both have some sort of emotional entanglement, third party emotional, and Five of Cups in reverse. But it's a positive one, is what I'm getting. You know, both have some sort of emotional partnership in some sort of way that doesn't bring sadness, that doesn't, yeah. That it's like, you know, the Three of Cups is celebration. There may be some risk involved, right? These are three people about to fall into the water, but they don't really care, right? They're having fun and they're down with it. This is also a poly card for me. So yeah, with the Five of Cups in reverse, again, I'm just really feeling like, you know, whatever this is, it doesn't bring sadness, but both are also sort of avoiding their sadness. Because if the Five of Cups is coming out in reverse, there's still a Five of Cups energy, right? So, you know, same with like it's that same sort of Sag energy here, right? Reverse, reverse, reverse. Wow, everything has been reversed except the Three of Cups. So it's definitely good that there's a positive, you know, both are involved in some sort of positive emotional connection. But yeah, with the Five of Cups in reverse, like, it's like neither of you are really willing to pour out the poison water, right? And let the waterfall flow, right? On the Divine Feminine energy, both are like, no, I'm not feeling anything about this, basically. What's the light energy? Weeping Bell using poison powder. Yeah, again, so I feel like both are definitely crying and things. Well, poison powder, I feel like they're, again, how I was talking about the poison in the water, right? The poison in the wine. Both are, you know, have been poisoned in their heart chakra, but you can't pour the cups out. And it looks like, you know, trying to focus more on the positive cups that are around. It says it spits out poison powder to immobilize the enemy and then finishes the enemy with a spray of acid. Yeah, so, you know, honestly, with this acid stuff, I was feeling more stomach stuff, and I feel like both might be having, it's funny, I think I said the same thing about Cancer, or whenever I did Cancers, yesterday or the day before. It's like this poison in your water is acidifying your stomach, like the cytosol of your cells is becoming too acidic because of the poison in your heart. Let's see, what's the shadow? Dino gnaw off in reverse. Yeah, because there's something that you can't cut off, and it's a twin flame sort of situation because, again, dragon type, right? And these are even the same Pokemon. So with gnaw off in reverse, this is a dark psychic type move. So whatever dark energy psychically that is linked, you know, that has not been cut off yet. So you might be even, I mean, dark energy doesn't always mean bad or evil, right? The shadow is the dark. So you could be psychically communicating in the astrals or the 5D, right? But yeah, I'm honestly, I'm getting it's a little bit darker right there. I mean, there's definitely some poison that hasn't been poured out, right? And we see the feminine is like locked and freaking loaded. It says they cannot see, so they tackle and bite to learn about their surroundings. Their bodies are covered with wounds. Yeah, so I really feel like there is an inactivation here. It's like neither really has full sight. Instead, it's just stuck in this darkness, right? The third eye stuck in the darkness, and, you know, you're just bumping into things. I think exactly what I said, similar to when this came out, right? It's like what happens when you're blind. You're running into things, and it's full of wounds now, and I feel like that's really what's happening is, you know, the wounds that you unknowingly, endured in this has not been released from your DNA yet. So, wow, Scorpio, this is really intense. All right. So we're going to take a moon to see what will get us into the extended. Like I said, in the extended, we'll see what the Divine Feminine can do to manifest union of the twin flames. We will see how the masculine will energetically or physically respond, and then of course some advice on how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline. Whew, that wanted to slam, and it went right to the tail whip in reverse. It says confidence is your key to success, the new moon in Leo. So I feel like when it comes to, you know, and remember how I was saying something between the full and new moon? Guess what new moon is coming up? The moon in Leo. So it's possible that there is something, but maybe not during summer or something, that this pain from the past, maybe you should be enjoying the summer, right? But with the confidence is your key to success, I feel like there's something about this past hurt where you know, just your own confidence of, you know, getting through it may not be enough. Where, yeah, okay, let's see. I saw emotions are running high. There may need to be some sort of help. Your hard work is paying off. Yeah, you know, I'm not diminishing any sort of hard work that you have ever done or that you are doing. You know, there definitely is a lot going on, but there may be the need to seek professional help about this, for sure. You know, Capricorn is a very divine masculine entity. It is represents like social structures, and discipline, and also, you know, like accumulating wealth and budgeting and things like that. And I'm really getting that, yeah, that might be part of the program here. But again, I feel like, you know, needing assistance from the water goat, right? This is someone who's very professional on the outside, but can definitely dip their fin in, you know, into the water. So that is definitely a part of Capricorn that is forgotten often. But with the confidence is the key to success, or this new moon and this new moon, I'm really getting that, you know, I thought that it was something around this time, but it might be more around the new moon in Capricorn, which is only 6 months away, 5 months away. Yeah, there may be something around there. Sorry, I'm like channeling super, super heavy already. So anyway, let us go to the extended. If you would like to follow me there, the link is in the description box below. I'm also open for private readings if you're interested. All that info is down there. But if we part ways here, good luck with the situation. I'm sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah!